y'all doing on this Wednesday? What's up, Keontae? I see you in the comments. Just to let you know, Justine's episode is right after Muppet and Mister. This is right now Muppet and Mister. That will be for the Mr. Chew show that airs just after this. Keep it locked around 7:30 p.m. is the time that we will be getting that episode off. But right now, we are officially tuned in to another edition of Muffin and Miss. Yours truly, the Mrs. But
Hello.
we are tuned in on YouTube. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah, it be there. Tech be tech and it be doing what it be doing. Y'all know about these Apple products. Y'all know Apple be appling at times too. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the episode today. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. I appreciate that. And y'all, well, in fact, I'm gonna start off with this. This is some. I'm sitting, getting these broadcasts ready, and I was on the set of the Mr. Chew show. And then all of a sudden I look up and this happens. Uh, man, who dumped their pet off? Where that little niggly come from? I mean, dude was watching me the whole entire time too. Like, I don't know if he was trying to tune into the show or he was wanting a new home. But you know, we had a conversation. I told him no, can't have no more pets.
I'm glad the boy didn't
I
see
said,
you.
nope, go on that way now. He looked. I said, no, the water that way. He looked back over that way. Then he turned around and y'all, he went up north. So if you were now traveling somewhere on Cherry Street right now, you probably gonna see his big ass. But, well, I don't know, maybe he might be at the corner by now, but then again, he might be turning around coming this way. I know how them turtles is. They definitely, well, I don't know, that little thing was speed because I almost thought he was going to come up in here. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. If he was bold enough, because I mean, he came right up to my little spot right here, getting ready to, in the entrance to Echo Studios, and looked at me. I'm talking about he just was really like, I think he kind of waved a little. Hold on, let me look at the video again and see what he waved. Because I'm telling y'all, I look like dude waved at me. Like, man, who dumped their pet off? I'm talking about he had a little big back and everything. Like he was ready to come in here. But the first thing I thought about, man, Pepper gonna eat his ass up. Or at least stomp on him or do something. All that, I just didn't see a likely, well, I would say a likely ending, but that probably would have happened with her ass. Because Pepper be trying to eat any and everything. Yo, I do want to. I apologize for yesterday's episode. I'm not really sure why I'm apologizing because Terrible Mama was being terrible. I guess they were just following up Terrible Tuesday and then turning around on the show yesterday, the Mr. Chu show, and I will do my best to see if we can reschedule Northside Quanta on the show for one of the later episodes of Helltown Tuesday, and I no doubt want to say, y'all make sure that each and every Tuesday you take a moment to check out the Mr. Chu show, especially if you're from the Delta or from home in West Southern Arkansas. You know, yesterday I did decide on the show to go ahead and at least the first 30 minutes or so, rock just nothing but Northside music. So shout out to Northside Sosa, Northside Younger, Northside Quanta, and hell, I'm just gonna say the Northside. If I missed out, blame it on my brain and not my heart. And right now, I do need for you all to go ahead and hit that share button. As you can see, we are coming and having conversations all over the internet. So if you would like to, get you a little shout out, or well, I don't mean little shout out, but get you a shout out, get you some words, let us know that you are here to support what we have going on. It is greatly appreciated, and I would like to invite you to come and check out Muppet and Mister. We are live. We're doing a little bit of rearranging on the time, and as you can see, we are actually reducing the time that we're doing Muppet and Mister. Not necessarily reducing the time right now, but we are no longer doing the industry music countdown for Muppet and Mister. Working on taking advantage, or in fact, I won't even say taking advantage because life been kicking a nigga ass. So I really don't know how to say it outside of just working on us, working on me, working on the personal side of all of this. Y'all get to see us here on the show, and hopefully you all had the opportunity to see our progression on the show itself. But as I mentioned yesterday, this that's why a lot of people don't do this, because starting out, especially starting out, this shit don't even feed you. I mean, it's barely getting a bag of damn chips. And I'm talking about the little bag now. Them motherfuckers, the way the prices, the way the inflation going right now, it's hard out there. So I do want to say, whatever platform that you are on, it don't cost you not one dime to support what we're doing here by merely hitting the share button, clicking that thumbs up, giving us a like, telling somebody what we have going on here, and that's it. I mean, of course, you can hit that dollar sign that's on there, show us some love, or if you are in our Rumble room, and that definitely would go a long way. We're getting direct now, even though it's a 50-50 split with the anytime you guys hit that rant and go ahead and put your comment up, well, however that rant and all that is going on there. But hold on, let me hit that. Let me do something. Let me show y'all something. Let me see something.
Oh, what I'm eating? Oh, the ball is like it's an extra bowl, which is green, guys. Like the little green.
I was about to do a screenshot of y'all over here on Rumble, but it is what it is. It is pretty much a rant. So what you can do is go ahead and jump on here. I rant for $1. The rant will stick for 2 minutes. That means that you get an opportunity to say something, do something, post, promote, whatever it is that you have going on for 2 minutes. And let me see, 2 minutes for $1, and it goes up from there. If it's $2, you get 3 minutes. $5, you get, it goes up $1 a minute after you get that $5 mark. Then $10, so pretty much $1 a minute. But that first dollar itself and that $2 get you a little bit of extra time, technically extra time for it. But again, y'all make sure that y'all do go ahead and take advantage of these episodes while they are up. We definitely need for you to that thumb up, tell somebody we're here. In fact, let me go on Facebook real quick and my social media platforms. I haven't had an opportunity to start getting my share on or anything of that such. Definitely want to make sure that I let the people know that we here. Ow, damn phone. Ex chick.
Why he sharing? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Hey, I woke up, so I'm off the line. It's not as hot today as it's been. It's still warm. It's not as hot. I got an opportunity to walk and get some fresh air. I like that. I needed that.
In the worst possible way.
Hey, it's an AOV.
Honey, you stood right by me, and that's how love is supposed to be.
We do have a surprise for you this Saturday, but we ain't gonna let the cat out the bag yet. You better bring your ass. It's capping out a little bit. If y'all pay attention to us, if you've been following us and on each one of our podcasts, whether it's Muppet and Mister, whether it's the Mr. Chew Show this week, you have somewhat of an idea of what we're talking about. Definitely, if you follow us on Facebook, we do a lot of conversation and a lot of talking and all that. And speaking of conversation and talking, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put that on blast too. Because if you guys are in the I Still Believe in on the West Selma group, y'all, you know that that's a group that, I guess I can say it was gifted to me. And last night we were having a little bit of definitely a great conversation that was hosted by, well, maybe I want to say one of my new friends or one of my new allies that were out there. And unbeknownst to me, it's becoming a lot of steam when it regarding myself in my talk about potentially being a getting into politics here in Helena. I'm reluctant to do it, but I've heard one man say before, if I have to, I imagine I will, and if there's enough people that are really willing to help me on this journey, not just financially, of course I'll be needing that, but mentally, because there is no way in the ATLL I will get into politics in a city, town, or state where everybody is dependent on, and I said dependent on the government. Because there's nothing that any government, a struggling government, can do if everybody is begging from that government or want from that government. And there's no one willing to give back, no one willing to do anything. If, and I'm just going to say, if everybody here is waiting on somebody else to show them what they like or tell them something that they want in the city in order for you to start your something to bring here, you never get started. Especially when you understand and realize that every single person that's saying that this town has nothing, the government is broke and all this and that, are full of excuses, are full of. I wish I had the emoji that I could put up. Well, I'm just gonna do that. They're full of love because they only want it one way. I mean, it's really like a relationship. Your city and the people is like a relationship with you and a person. If it goes one way, what type of relationship is that? All of you out there, a lot of you out there, I have to change that because sometimes when you make a statement and you encompass everyone, you're not giving credit for those who are there in front of you doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. So there are a lot of people in our community who are only looking for our government one way, and that's like this. Give me a check. Give me food stamps. Give me HUD. Give me. And there's far less people out there right now that's saying, here, let me volunteer my time to clean these streets up. I see a lot of stuff that's going on in the street. Let me not throw my trash on the ground. We have far too many people in this community who are dependent and not even wanting to be giving. Well, unless it's being taken. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I do see how the democratic way of democracy helps out. That's called group economic. No, I can't even say group economics. It's called the majority rules. So if one person gives a majority, 51% says something goes, and the other 49% are fucked, for lack of a better term. So if the majority of this democratic city says that they don't want to do shit for the city, they only want their handout, then guess what's going to happen to that city? It's going to be so dry. So everybody that's out there talking about robbing Peter to pay Paul, some of y'all out there are Peter and Paul because you robbing the city and you only want to take. And until there are people in our community who decide that they want to give more, this city will never be about shit. Until you decide that you want to not wait on somebody else to say, oh, we need this. You know what the hell we need. But maybe you don't realize that very thing that you have the capability of bringing to this community, only you have that capability. Only you have that thought. Why wait? So yeah, I fear running for government here. You know why? Because if I get into office, it's not going to matter the things that I'm working on. It's not going to matter because all of you are just going to still be having your hand out talking about how broke the city is, waiting on the next check, waiting on the next this, waiting on the next that. Instead of you handing your hand out and helping out that way. Until that happens, there is not one. I just remember that I had a strike yesterday on not necessarily a strike on the Mr. Chu show yesterday because ooh boy, I was doing a lot of cussing on my show yesterday. So I'm gonna have to pull that back a little bit on this because I don't want us to get any strikes on Muppet and Mister because we're on all social media platforms right now from the main ones, YouTube, Facebook, and X, and of course Rumble and Restream. So I don't want us to get any strikes on there. So all right, and I'm gonna double dutch back because I started out by saying about the Democratic way. You know, there's one party, and I'm gonna point it out, the Democratic Party they always talking about government programs and this and that, but y'all do know that those programs have to be paid for, right? So all these freebies y'all think you're getting, the more freebies you get, because I didn't get not one of those stipend checks during COVID. So, yeah, say what you want to say about me if you think that I'm full of that emoji that I love so much. But the Democratic Party love to tax people because they figure that you are not strong enough to make your own money. So they taking it from the rich people to give to, as they will call the less fortunate people. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that there are people that out there that are disabled that need money, but it's a lot of y'all out there who like the government and get free money. So y'all take advantage of these programs and make it out of hand. You go out of hand with it. And what happens when the programs run out of money? Oh, we need to tax the rich. We need to tax the rich. Ooh, and it's funny that there's a lot of people out there that support taxing the rich. You know why? Because they don't plan on being rich. They don't see themselves being rich. Why? Because they don't want to increase their income or their anything because my food stamps might get, I'm gonna get less on food stamps so I'm not gonna be able to get this and that. And again, I'm not knocking anybody that needs that, but those y'all out there, you know those people who only like to screw over stuff so that they can be lazier and this. But there's another party that's out there that's called the Republican Party. They would love for you to work your ass off. And the fruits that come from your labor, they want you to keep that. So check this out. I want y'all to pay attention to something. You work 40 hours a week. I'm just going to say $1 so we can do some simple math here. So that means at the end of your 40-hour work week, you got $40 coming in, right? I almost said the fifth floor. You got $40 coming in, like, bro, man, from the fifth floor. You got $40 coming in. The Democratic Party wants to tax you that $40 because they want other programs out there. They want to run these government programs, which means that the government is going to get bigger, right? That means that the more people that need these government programs, that means that they have to get bigger. Now we got to have more people in our government jobs to run these programs. So we got to take 20% of your check every time you get something. Why? Because we need to go and fill these potholes up, or we need to go and pay for whatever it is that we need to pay for these programs. So that means that let's see, 10% of Florida, that's $88 of your $40 is going to programs that you probably would never use, programs that probably would never produce anything in return. I know y'all see these potholes that's going around hell in West Town. Oh, and kudos, I did see over there on what's that, College Street, where they did run that around. And so, if y'all were in that group, I still believe in Hell in West Hell in Arkansas. You're saying that you don't see any progress. Right over there on College Street, you see that whole little strip over there that been repaved. So
Take pictures and post it in the group.
I can feel that. We definitely would do that.
I definitely want that one individual to see the progress and take pictures of the cleaning that they're doing.
Right.
Because I didn't, not to interrupt you, but he just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not into politics, but he had a whole bunch of negative things to say and complaints about the city. But yet, if you're in a position to help rebuild the city, since you guys say it's a dying city, some of you guys, why not put yourself in a position, or I'm like this, if they messed around and gave me that kind of money, I would want to rub elbows with the right people to build a program for the youth. We can have a summer camp here, we can have summer programs for the kids all summer long. Like, he was just doing a lot of complaining, and it really wasn't about
from last night.
Yeah, it really wasn't about the city. Yes, it was more or less about the people in the city. You shouldn't care about the people in the city. You should focus on the ones that do want to make a difference. But yet, still, you downplaying it. You throwing dirt on everybody in the city of Helena, West Helena. I don't do politics. I don't entertain it. But it's like, because he was saying that he moved here because of all the things that he was hearing about the city, saying it was so great, it was so this. But when he got here, it was no jobs. It was run down. It wasn't clean. The people aren't supportive.
And that goes back to most people looking for something when they get here, as opposed to them bringing something. So,
and then I even saw the conversation, where he was, being hasty with you, it just.
Oh, that was a different part. He actually, the guy that you're speaking of, he actually was. That was some other. You talking about the Texas dude, that one that said, "Move to Texas."
I don't want to say his name, but he was on my feed. That was the first thing I saw on my feed.
Gotcha. Well, in fact, I'll say his name on here. The guy that we had a great conversation on and off Facebook as well. His name was Kenneth King. Now, the guy that kind of wanted to jump on there and have jokes, and that's a lot of people get in this group and they feel that they got jokes to tell, but them jokes full of shit. And I agree with a lot of what you said too, and starting out with him, and a lot of the other, when it comes to it, the city itself isn't the problem. It's the stuff that they're going through in the city. Like, there was a young lady on the post that said the first reason why she said that she left was because she had a divorce. The city didn't have nothing to do with their personal relationship. I think there's a lot of people that are out there that are confusing personal issues. Like, this personal stuff don't happen. Like, if you move out of Hell and West Hell, magically your problem's gonna disappear. It's gonna happen everywhere you at. Well, and speaking of problems, I want to show y'all this because this was inboxed to me, and I want y'all to see this. And let me see what it is.
You just have to have a plan for yourself, because
facts.
Nobody will support me being on this side of it as far as an entrepreneur and actually doing something positive. I could have been one of those. It's a little bit off the subject, but I'm just looking at you running out of town because of lack thereof, but you're gonna go out of town somewhere else and still get treated the same way. I'm in the same city with majority of all my family that's here. I can't tell you the last time we got together unless it was a funeral. I got a whole clothing store over here on Cherry Street. Only person that has come to support me is my mother. But family's so quick to pick up the phone and ask you, well, what you doing? What you got going on? Why should I take time out to explain to you what I'm building and you don't even support me? So it's not like you going somewhere else to get the support. So those that move here and then move out of town, it's not that much better. It's the individual. You have to have a plan.
And the reason why a lot of people don't like it here is because, as you stated, you don't have a plan. You're going somewhere looking for something.
Yeah.
You can go to, of course, you can go to Memphis with nothing and get everything you need. Of course, you can go to Atlanta. Any of these places out there that are already made where someone else made the sacrifice to make it happen. And you can just go and be a part of that. That's what most of you are looking for. Is that, what can you do for me for moving in your city? That's called entitlement. It's a lot of y'all out there are feeling entitled. And yeah, if y'all leave off of this podcast because you don't want to hear it, bye. I understand. I understand that this is a tough pill to swallow, that some of you have to get off of your own ass and make stuff happen. Well, back to this in Jonesboro. Helena, y'all. This is something that I was sent to me, and this this is pretty much something that is an issue that is going on in our city right now. This is um, pretty much, well, I'll let y'all see. Anyone care to guess what that is? That is waste that's coming directly out of the pumps right here in Helena, West Helena, Arkansas. So in short, eh, shit is coming up out the ground, bubbling up into a ditch in an industrial park. I'm gonna have to get the location on that one as well because y'all, there's a lot of stuff that is really happening in this city, and the people who are doing their best to get us out of this issue are being ridiculed and are being strangled. I want y'all to understand that in a place where so many people says it's corrupt, so many, a lot of the time the person who speaks up about the problem can be turned into the problem as a distraction so you won't see the problem. Perfect example, a young man talking to his niece and daughter, very vulgar online, is a bigger problem for the city of Helena, West Helena, than what I just showed your ass on this damn video. How many of you have been to a city council meeting? How many of you have even watched one or even cared to say anything about the stuff that is happening right here in our town? Most of you don't even give a damn unless it's some juicy ass gossip that you can possibly throw another person out. And you know what's so funny? I want y'all to pay attention to something else too. I promise y'all ain't never really thought about this. A lot of people say racism is dead and there is no this and there is no that. Bullshit. It's here. Everybody in the race, even if it's meism, blackism, whiteism, everybody is in the race to win. Say what you want to say. For the past 20 years prior to me moving back home, I lived in a majority white town. Who y'all think was saying that was the most racist in that town? Who would you think was complaining about racism the most in a majority white town? Who do you think complains about racism in a majority black town? It ain't. So no matter where you go, it's gonna be a problem no matter whose side you're on, what side you're on, what color you is, how rich you are, how poor you are. The point I'm trying to make, no, I just cussed. I ain't mean to cuss at y'all like that. That's one cuss word I hesitate on saying. But the point I'm making right now, unless you yourself decide that regardless of what's going on, you're going to do you. You're going to do you hard enough that it screws over to other people and allow them to see that they can do better, that they can do more, that they can bring something to the table. It's almost like right now we're in that relationship with a person that wants to only sit at the table when there's food. No one wants to bring nothing to the damn table but their appetites. And that's what you're doing to this city. And I'm going to go even further and say that's what you're doing to America right now. Can we turn this into this? Not just so that you can hold some, but enough so that you can fill your cup up to screw it over in somebody else's cup. There was a statement once that I heard that it really, really, really made me think a lot differently on what people say about filling that cup up. You're not supposed to fill that cup up just so that you can go and get another one and put that cup away and just hide that cup. You are supposed to fill your cup up so that you can pour it over in somebody else's cup and help them out. And then when that person's cup overfills, that person fills it up and lets someone else get a piece of that. See how third that was a great for doing it. But yeah, we have. What's here's a solution that I can give everybody up out there, everybody in the building. I'm not going to say mind your own business because I know we're not. No one does that. In fact, I'm going to tell y'all a secret right now. Lyrics to Show is the best kept secret in the Delta, and I know y'all can't hold water, so tell everybody about
it. In the worst possible way.
Hey, is it AOV?
Honey, you stood right by me. That's how love is supposed to be.
This is our solution. You know, we don't just sit on here and start talking about these like without giving our own. Y'all said that. You've been saying it for a while. And my guy came. What we're doing right here actually said something that was very I don't want to start a business here in field because that's a tough cookie to swallow because right now, this Saturday is episode number 50. That means that we have been doing Lyrics to Show for 50 weeks, almost a whole year. Now, don't get me wrong. We've had our trials and troubles and tribulations, but we're working on that. We get that out. And guess what? There is something to do. If you're not a part of that, don't complain if there's nothing to do. Because I'm going to start calling y'all out on your bullshit. Those people, in fact, I'm so glad, and I want to throw something out there in regards to Kenny, the guy that that created the post. He actually inboxed me before I approved the post. And y'all know we are the admin of I Still Believe in Hell in West Southern Arkansas. And he truly told me the reason why he wrote that was because he really do want to stay here.
I kind of feel, man, he bought a home here. You don't just go around buying homes everywhere.
And what he wanted to do was strike a conversation to help people have talk about what's going on, to even put out there opportunity for people on one post to be able to see certain things. And I took that as a challenge because there are a lot of great things that are going on around in this city. And if people don't know, they might be stuck in their sinkhole. It might be in their dark place. It might be someone that had a divorce or something that happened to them from something in the city. And you need that bright light to have people around you that thinks differently than the drama and the stuff that you're used to. So I appreciate that opportunity for us to be able to talk about things like the Boys and Girls Club for the youth. My guy, and in fact, I do need to. I got them coming up. Sammy Arnett and Chuck Barnes. I got them coming up on one of these shows, interview for sit down for some small talk and big promo for their youth football, or youth athletic league. There's a lot of different things that are going on for the youth here. Shout out to Thrive that they do a lot of things with our team here. And here, one of the things that's really been driving me is how Thrive have been doing their best to beautify the city. Don't y'all understand that businesses and people are not going to come back and stay here if it looks like a ghost town and if this damn idiot with the spray can keep freaking messing up all our business?
Yeah, what's happening too?
I want to. If somebody know him, please stop messing up our city.
Yeah, what's happening?
In fact, find one building, find an art teacher or somewhere that, like right now, yesterday, today, Phillips County Community College has an arts and craft things that are going on for your team out there right now as well. The basketball team, baseball team, golf team of Phillips County Community College is rebuilding and doing different things. So, y'all, there's a lot that can be done, a lot more that can be done, and we need you to help do that. Like, seriously. In fact, right now, I'm going to show you something else that you can do. Okay, let me.
Got a little hot.
That part. I know you. Look, find you something that you love to do. Find you something that no matter if anybody in the city, the Delta, anybody around you support, you will keep going. So that's one of the reasons why I'm adamant about what I'm doing here. And also, I want to thank every person that has signed up for sit down with your boy for some small talk and big promo. Because had I actually not had these different sit downs lined up over the course of up until August, as terrible as yesterday was, I I would have threw my hat. I almost did it. But persistence, moving when you're not even motivated, and then also finding something that's bigger than you. See, right now, the Mr. Chu Show has become much bigger than myself. When I was just doing it and didn't have people to sit down and have a little small talk and big promo with, I could have easily just went in my corner, just said forget it, not do one more episode like I did the first couple of times when things weren't going right with the Mr. Chu Show. But now it's evolved. It's gotten much bigger than just me. I now feel that if I stop doing the Mr. Chu Show, I'm going to let a lot of people down because there's a lot of people who have reached back with me and have said that the Mr. Chu Show was the first platform that allowed them to have interviews. The Mr. Chu Show allowed them to feel like they were major players in the game. I have encouraged a lot of people to not do what I almost did yesterday with this stuff. And that's just, again, throwing in the hat. So I figure if I throw in the hat, entertainment district, Helena West Helena will cease to exist. Well, it might be enough because we still would have, and I'm throwing this out there for y'all grown ups, pay attention. The sensual, sensational lounge is right on over there. Delta Dirt still gonna do what they do. Yoga people down the street still gonna do theirs. All the restaurants down here, they still gonna be a part of what they do. When Gets Music finished doing what they're doing to go and open up, no, no. I'm hoping that that ain't one of those money grabs too, because you know there's a lot of people that are out here that do get grants and stuff for these buildings to repurpose the building or do things with those buildings, and you never see them. I'm not calling nobody out, and in fact, I need y'all to tune in tomorrow to the Mr. Chu Show because after tonight, the sit down small talk and big promo with my girl Justine Ward. Ward. I can't even say word right. I sound country saying word. WORD. Justine. I'm just gonna say Justine. Tomorrow, huh?
Word.
Word out. Alright. Word. Alright. It's all this right here. It's fucking. But tomorrow I have Drew Smith that's coming in for a little small talk and big promo, and we'll get an opportunity to hear a little bit more about Delta Magic and showing out there what is going on magically around our city of Helena, West Helena, Arkansas. And there, one thing that I can say about our city, and this is on us. This on not just us. I, I too, because there's one group of people who love outdoor activities. Love it. There's a lot of outdoor activities to do here. Kayaking, walk on the river board, river walk, go to Storm Creek. But it was great wording out there. I'm talking about the conversation was hell. There's nothing to do socially on the inside. There's not much. See, I just cuss because we have we have something that you can do on the inside socially. It's just a matter of you bringing your ass inside and be social with us. In fact, I invite you to grab your favorite song. Make sure you know the lyrics, and if not, hey, that's what lyrics is for. We help get, say next week so it get better. Bring your poetry, bring your spoken word, bring your comedy. It's open mic, people. So it's kind of like I'm a jukebox. So I don't. Every Saturday, I would love it if every single song was picked by you. You came, you gave me your song as an artist so that we can listen to it. You came and you picked your song, and we was acting like we was in the shower with you, or singing in the shower, because this is an open mic platform that was built for entertainment, for entertainers, for comedians, for poetry, for poets. Man, I couldn't even say it.
Poets.
For poets, for comedians, for anybody out there who have something that they want to bring somebody else. Simple as that. And that's real. But we are at the 650 mark and
Already?
already. Uh, unless if you want, we can always run it just a little bit longer so the countdown actually goes.
Keep messing me up.
Yeah, because it looks like they're moving out. Like,
From distance.
but
Now,
hey,
look at it.
yeah, right. Salute to everybody who ride on Cherry Street. And in fact, just ride on Cherry Street. Let's take you a moment today. Ride down Cherry Street. Y'all already you've seen everything that we have going on. Well, no, you haven't. Because I want y'all to take a great look at everything that's going on around here because there is progress. Of course, there are empty buildings right now, more so than it has been in a while, because I'm telling y'all, things are getting cleaned up around here. It's a whole lot more empty lots and a whole lot less burnt buildings down. Because I mean, just ride through the city with an unbiased, open eye. No matter if you hate the mayor, I know let me phrase that. No matter if you hate our mayor, I don't give a damn if you're a resident of this city. He's still our mayor. No matter who he is, no matter how he is, no matter if you do or don't like it, stuff is happening. Ride through the city and look at the progress. If you have not been here in the last 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, shut the fuck up and bring your ass down here and see what's going on. Because a lot of y'all still are banking on what you remember when you left. And a lot of times that in the back of your head is some of the trauma that you have been through. And for,
No, I'm just gonna say, people. I'm always seeing this statement. It's not the way it used to be. Why would you want it to be the same? Why would you want it to stay exactly the way it used to be? Then that means there's no growth. There's no progress. Nothing ever stays the same. It progresses. And you could be a part of that progression if you wasn't negative. But they always don't say, oh, it's not like it was. It used to be this, it used to be that. Well, if we still had you drunk bill on the corner, pushing all the drugs through the city, we couldn't walk by that corner, now could we? I'm just saying. Just giving you an example. Not saying that we got to juke joint Johnny down here, but back in the day, I know we did. I'm glad you joint Johnny, he gone. Now we can put a skating ring in. Some pop. It's just an example.
okay,
You just looking like, huh? Nah, I ain't want to throw out the name. Names like, hey, John Doe.
Well, one thing that I can say is, if y'all keep looking in the past, if you stuck looking in the past, you can't see your future. Yeah. And a lot of the reasons why some people are stuck in their past is exactly what you said. Because that was their good time. They're not looking into the future. They can't see a future. If you're looking in the past, how can you see a future? The only thing that they want to see is what we use. Because back in the day, there was a lot of gimmies around. When we were younger, we had a lot of gimme. But when you get grown and you actually have to do more than just gimme. You have to start giving. Y'all bulk up and leave. You run out with your tail tucked up inside.
You got to give even more when you leave, because that's expensive.
Man, y'all talk about this and that.
I was in that mindset like, oh, maybe we should, because we wasn't receiving the support, and it was before this past episode of Lyrics the Show. I was like, man, maybe we should just take it somewhere else. But I'm looking at is the consistency, and then I keep hearing that, but that sounds like something like a horror movie scene, like something they would say in a scary movie.
You're gonna have to watch that Fear the Dream one day, just so you can see it. Now, I'm not talking about on How High when he. What do you mean if your building ain't gonna come? Who out here? Who said that? No, not that one.
Because I've never seen that movie.
We're gonna have to go on. Jot that down. That's 2 movies we need to be watching. Wag the Dog.
But yeah, and it's not about who's supporting, but it's about what you're bringing to the city and the changes that you're making.
Right.
So I'm looking at
people here.
Why go somewhere else? We're gonna struggle the same place. We're gonna go through even more difficulties because you gotta find a place. You gotta find some comfort place for home, kids in school. So why not build from where you are? And that's what I'm looking to do. Will continue to do. Correction. Continue to do. Have our little slice of pie right here in Helena, Arkansas. And giving you all that something to do.
What you said, and the building that it will be at, 310 Cherry Street, Helena, West Helena, Arkansas, is where we need you at each and every Saturday. Of course, pretty soon we might wind up doing what we can to allow for you all to be able to sit and get these vibes up in here during MuPhet&MYSTA and the Mr. Show. But right now, currently, we are merely just working on getting these productions up, building a camaraderie with each and every one of you out there, so you know that we are doing this and we are serious about what we're doing. So as you can see right there on the screen, that's damn near exact
like
replica
picture,
of what
guys.
you see. Look, and you see that little dent on that junk. Right now, I'm sitting up here in the studio with the lady of the queen of the throne, and you know it's really just as it is. So y'all make sure you look for us. Hell, take a picture. Do whatever you need to do with it. We definitely want you to be here, and of course, I do also invite you to make sure that you do come out this Saturday at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And I cannot go any further without saying or inviting you ladies and letting you know the Industry Mixer Countdown for Lyrics to Show starts at 9 o'clock p.m., which means, ladies, you got roughly 59 minutes to get your Wahoo right here at 310 Cherry Street and get absolutely $0 to pay. What did I say? Get? Well, you give us. See, I'm talking about just giving and giving you all this time, but y'all get the fish.
You
Y'all
get in free.
You
come
get
in and shake the damn feather for free.
For free. I'm talking about what type of. Hey, what better birthday? I need y'all to be like my girl KK. Come on up in here and celebrate her birthday.
She definitely did that.
Right. As long as she was angry when she came in. So whoever did what they did for a dress code, we appreciate that. We have no dress code as long as you don't come in here butt ass naked and get us in trouble.
Right.
Hell.
You
may
want to
be
I'm a look, but I'm like, now you know you gotta go. You naked. You ain't got nothing on. Go cover your tail, look. What's wrong with you? No, I'm not. No, I'm not talking about looking like that because I'm be like, what? Really? So we did say the less you will.
No, we didn't get that. That was one of those. Yeah. One day soon we'll be doing one of those less you will, less you pay action. But hey, right now, how much to 310 Cherry Street? Definitely appreciate that scan. Keep on scanning so you know what's going down and know a little bit more about lyrics. And you can also get tickets online for $5, y'all. Now, hey, well, shit, 60 seconds and we are about this thing. Oh, yeah, it popped off for a second and then well, I guess it did stop on. Okay. Well, all right. That means that it's time to go. Y'all be on the lookout for the Mr. Chew Show, which is about to air here shortly. Let me go ahead and get that on screen so y'all can go ahead and scan that QR code. The Industry Mixer Countdown starts next.